Professor Jobst is joining us right now. He is an integrative medicine physician, the kind of physician that we really, really like on the Power Hour program. Mm-hmm. And he's joining us today from the UK also. And thank you, Professor Jobst. Thank you, Dr. Jobst, for joining us on the Power Hour.
Well, thank you for asking me. It's a huge privilege.
Well, it's a huge privilege to have you on, and we are international right now. We have a lot of people that listen in the UK, so you'll be right at home, and as well as in many other countries that subscribe to the fact that they're not getting the truth, and we just appreciate the fact that you have joined us today to help us understand this. Now, let me move right into the issue, because we only have until the top of the hour, but as a practicing physician, and under the directives of the EU, the fact that we cannot have the major, huge supplement amounts that we've had in the past, you have done something, or you all have done something in giving to your patients then, really, like you just said, more slam in the gram for your patients to get what they need nutritionally. You say that you have been using these for your patients for quite a few years.
I have. I mean, Eric Llewellyn is a nutritional genius. I have to say that first of all. And I say that it comes, I don't get anything for saying that in financial terms.
And then let me ask you, as a disclaimer, do you have any financial involvement in this company called Grown by Nature?
No, I'm beginning to think that I wish I had.
Okay.
And that's serious. No, I was introduced to what we called at the time food state or renatured nutrients. Through a patient, actually through a lady who was suffering from menorrhagia, from very, very severe periods, and who was chronically iron deficient as a result. And the poor lady was completely unable to tolerate any of the ordinary iron supplements that we could give, and so on a regular basis, usually a couple of times a year, she needs to have a transfusion to top up her hemoglobin. Mm-hmm. And I was discussing the case with Eric, who said, well, you've got to have her on food state iron.
Okay, food state iron.
That's renatured.
Okay.
Renatured. Eric, have you had a chance to explain to everybody what that means?
No, I haven't yet.
No, we haven't. Let me just say right here, we're talking about something that is a specialty in the supplement industry, yes, only to Grown by Nature, and it is called renatured. And let me just go back to Dr. Llewellyn for just a second. And, sir, would you explain what renatured means before we go back to Dr. Jobst?
I'm very happy for Dr. Jobst to explain to you, because it'll take far shorter time, and I've been doing it for too long. But I'd basically say this. If I send a letter to Joyce in America, it has very little chance of getting there. That's the isolated chemical nutrient or vitamin. If I put your full address, zip code, country code, telephone number, and all contact details, you're going to get it. The renatured nutrients have all the delivery mechanisms with them necessary to go to the target organs and tissue of the body.
Okay. Then let me go back to Dr. Jobst then and say, sir, would you extend that definition just a little bit to help us understand then why it is that Grown by Nature, which, by the way, we learned about this from Jason Durkovitz, and we were just very impressed to find out that there is something out there called Grown by Nature that is addressing all of the problems that we're now experiencing, which is the limitation of the amount of milligrams that each pill can contain. Plus, it seems to be more fully directed toward everything that the body needs. Go ahead, Dr. Jobst.
Okay. I mean, the simplest way of putting it is that through millions, if not billions of years of evolution, all the nutrients that we need are delivered to living organisms, living systems, in a very precise and specific way. And if you take them out of that form, the body can't actually recognize them and can't absorb them. The problem has been that in the living form, they can decay, and they decay faster.